Hey everybody, welcome to Glen and I's Calving. It's week 4 of calving here on the farm, and it started off quite the week. The calf that is sucking that black heifer, she ended up having a uterine prolapse with that calf. The calf is huge, biggest heifer calf I've ever seen. And the red heifer that's walking away in the distance there, unfortunately, she lost her calf. It was born dead Monday, the day after our uterine prolapse cow. So the uterine prolapse cow is doing quite well. We had the vet out, and in interest of not having YouTube get mad at me, I decided not to put a picture of that up for you guys. It's really actually quite interesting. Basically, the uterus turns inside out and comes out with the calf. That can happen sometimes when the calf is quite large. It happened between checks for us on Sunday afternoon, starting our week 4, and so it was really quick. We didn't even really notice that she was calving, and all of a sudden there was a calf. And when the vet puts the uterus back in, he puts stitches across the back end because prolapses are very prone to prolapse again. So we have had uterine prolapses here before, and the prognosis is pretty good for them if you can keep them quiet, if they haven't caught it on anything. Otherwise, they bleed to death very quickly with that. So we were thankful that our vet could get out, and we got her quietly put into the barn. It's always a little stressful. So I just happened to be so lucky to catch this cow calving. Sometimes you can hang around for hours and never actually catch a cow calving. She was pretty quick about it. So I'd like to say welcome to some new subscribers to the channel. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you guys watching. Glen and I's Calving is based in southern Alberta, Canada, and Glen and I are the 5th generation to farm on his family's farm. So thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the video.
So another thing that lets us know that a cow's going to calve, I just fed the cows over there kind of out of the way. This is our calving field, and in the middle of the night we had a cow decide to, I'm in the truck because the wind is blowing so hard out there that it's pretty hard to talk. So she decided to go through the fence, and it's as much as I can zoom in, but you can see her out there. She's in a slough just below the power tower there. So she went right through the fence onto the other side all by herself and laid down and calved out in the slough out there. You see a cow go off like that, it's a pretty good chance they're going to calve, and there's also a pretty good chance that if you put the calf in the back of the truck, they're going to follow you in a big hurry. They're usually pretty good mothers. So after that calf has been up and sucked, we'll get everybody back where they belong. barbed wire fence. There's a certain amount of physical barrier there, but for the most part it's psychological. If the cow decides she's going to go through a fence and it's barbed wire, she's going to go through the fence. And that's not a super heavy duty fence. We put power on it if they start reaching through it, but anyway, she's out there with her new calf and looks like it's up. Be sucking before too long, and then we'll get things straightened out. So this heifer is calving, about 3 hours ago. Seen a water bag, and there was 2 feet in the nose, but she wasn't making any progress. So brought her in and just had to straighten one leg out a little bit. There wasn't room the way the leg was positioned for the leg and the head. So once I got that straight, I could just finish pulling it by hand. I didn't have to use a mechanical jack puller on her at all. He's sitting up and shaking his head and looking all right. She's a heifer. She's a little bit in shock. She doesn't know what the heck this thing is, so it's just as well she's in here for a little while till she gets things figured out. After a bit, when she settles down, she'll come over and give him a little bit of a lick, and then she'll start mothering him up. That's the plan anyways. See if we can get a shot of his face. Nose is just a little bit swollen, but I don't think it's gonna matter. When they're pushing and they can't get that head out, sometimes the nose gets swollen up a little bit when they're having trouble. But he's bright enough. I think he'll be going in no time here. And I think she just wants me to leave him alone.